quick survey. How many of you have ever tried sending things into Indonesia? Put up your hand, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it easy? Anybody say it's easy? Nobody else. So after listening to what I'm telling you now, you'll find it very easy. Just come and look for LWE. Okay. I've been in this industry for 38 years. 30 years with Citilink. I was one of the co-founders, and I sold all my interests to my partner, and I started with my son. At the age of 61, I started LWE in Hong Kong. And then of course I started in Malaysia, and all the Southeast Asian countries, we have our presence. So let's look at just do a bit of small introduction about my group of company and tell you exactly what we can do. Now, of course, today we're going to focus mainly on Indonesia. Indonesia being such a big country among the ASEAN country. So the population is half of the entire ASEAN, and it is worth our time really looking at it very seriously. And on top of it, we have quite similar culture between the two countries and our languages. Bahasa Indonesia, Bahasa Malaysia, spoken language, I think about 50–60%, I think we can understand each other, so not so difficult. If you go to Indonesia, you won't find yourself very lost. But written, that's something I'm not very sure, because sometimes when I read through the agreement, I'm a bit lost.
Wait, wait. I cannot see. Wait, because it's extended. Let me put duplicate first. View. Which view? View. E. View. Company. Don't say. Wow.
Okay? Yeah. All right. Oh. Okay, we have, on our group, we have 3 pillars of services. First one, of course, is what we're going to talk about today, LWE, mainly on this today. And the one at the center is my IT company, Unisys. Now, we have our own in-house IT team, and we develop all the software ourselves, including all the mobile apps. And we have e-tailers. E-tailer is the one that might interest you. This is where I always tell sellers, if you have anything that you think that you can sell, pass to us. We'll use this company to do for you. You don't have to worry anything. We will teach you, we will guide you. We'll make sure you learn all the processes together by using the software that just now you have gone through with Mr. Weber, Seller, and EWMS. Yeah, you use that because it has already linked to all the common marketplace within ASEAN. So this is a company that we help seller to sell over the marketplace. Now this is a bit of history about ourselves. We started in 2010, as I said earlier. Then from there we expanded, and then we started our office in Hong Kong, China, then Taiwan. Then we have it now in Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam, Indonesia, and Philippines is now in the progress of being setting up. So in simple terms, we are all present. We have our presence in all the ASEAN countries. And this is our global network. And we work with partners with different countries, including UK, Europe, and Middle East, and also the entire Asia, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, India. Now, this is, as far as Asia is concerned, we are almost covered, okay? And these are the marketplaces we have integrated using Enchanto's software. So, you can see we have e-tailer there to link up with Lazada, Jubilee, Shopee, Bilibili, 11th Street, Q10. Q10 is more popularly known in Singapore. And then Lelong, Shopify, 11th Street, 11 year, which is in India, in Indonesia. Now, of course, there's more than that. There are many more. 40 over marketplaces already been integrated with the software. So now we want to specifically promote Bilibili because they are very interested to work with us, especially asking us. And they are local, very popular in Indonesia, and they are very friendly, and they would like many of the sellers from overseas, from outside Indonesia, to upload your products into their marketplace to sell. But does it mean that we only work with Bilibili? For a start, yes, but we also can work with many other marketplaces, including Lazada, including Shopee in Indonesia. So now, of course, when you sell something you wouldn't expect, you do not want to just sell in one marketplace. It's just like when you do retail business, you do not want to be seen only in the shopping mall, one single shopping mall. I'm sure you want to be seen in many different places. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is the traffic from 2011 and keep growing up to 2018. And look at the number of user per day, session per day, page view per day. Now this is keep growing up, and then over the next few years, you can see the growth rate in the entire ASEAN will maintain at double digit. Some are even 20% on a yearly basis. So in Indonesia, as what earlier speaker has mentioned, now Indonesians are like Malaysia. They like to play with a mobile phone. So everybody buys things from mobile phone. It's so easy, simple, just click, order. Here you go, and then you get it done. You won't wait until you go back, open your laptop, open your desktop, and then you start searching. That is a waste of time for us now. Those say you have no choice, but now the mobile phone is so powerful that you can easily just click and get the order done. Now, selling on Bilibili, which are the conditions? Look at that. Payment settlement, you just have to pay to Malaysian bank account, and then it will be done every 2 weeks. Cut-off is on Sunday, and payment will be made 3 days after the cut-off date. Commission is flat at 80% for all the categories, and no payment fee charge, only charge commission. Number 3, what are the top category? I think in anywhere in the world, I think it's basically almost the same. Whatever things that you find in this market, you find that you also be able to sell the same in the other different marketplace. So mainly handphone, electronics, gadgets, computer, moms and baby. All these are the common products, yeah. And of course, food, snack. All these are very common, yeah. Yeah, I think Malaysian food are very popular in most of the countries. We sell well in China, and I'm sure our Malaysian snacks are also very welcome in Indonesia. So all these things are quite easy and cheap, easy to sell. And number 4, this part, withholding tax and double taxation agreement, what does it mean? Now in Indonesia, like Vietnam, these 2 countries, they have this withholding tax. if you do not have a company in Malaysia, in Indonesia, you are a foreigner. And when the company remit money out to you, from tax point of view, you are a non-tax resident in Indonesia. So, under the law, under the double taxation agreement between, under the income tax, they are obligated to withhold 10% of whatever payment they make to you. They hold it. Now, I'm sure, and the 10% is on the gross amount. And I'm sure that your profit sometimes don't even have 10%. That is the challenge in Indonesia. But of course, what is the reason behind this? It's because anything, especially when the payment is made for services rendered overseas, they will deduct. If the Indonesian company pay you a director fee, they will deduct. All right? Now, what about the double taxation agreement? Now, under the Income Tax Act, there is this provision whereby it says that if the country and the other country, the payment receiving end and the paying end are friendly party. So like Malaysia and Indonesia, we have a DTA, double taxation agreement. Under the DTA, it says you cannot double tax an income. So if I'm a Malaysian, I got a company in Malaysia, I'm paying tax. And now I earn my money in Indonesia, you tax me again, when you come back here, I got tax again, that's double tax. Okay? So under such circumstances, you can be exempted, provided that you prove that you are a tax resident in Malaysia. But what happens if you do not have a company in Malaysia, you do not pay tax here, then just too bad, you're going to pay the 10%. So, what's the solution for this? The solution is you must set up a company in Indonesia. But I'm sure many of you don't like that. Correct? Nobody likes to pay tax, including me. Right? So how to go about it? That's where LWE or E-Tailor Gateway comes in. We sell for you. We pay the tax, not you.
Yeah.
We remit the money to you. You sell your product to me. I will then sell to the marketplace. I make the profit. I keep the profit. Just a bit here. Pay the tax for you. Save all your headache. That's simple. Of course, when I do business with you, it is going to be long term. I'm not going to ask you to pay me a huge sum of commission, right? We can always work something out. I say, okay, let's see how much you're going to sell. How much you're going to sell to me? How much I'm going to sell to the marketplace? We work out a formula. But it doesn't mean that I take all the money. You know how much I'm going to take. Because I rendered services for you. I do the customer services for you. I do the management for you. I do everything for you. I already earn your money. Simple as that. So, what we do at the end of the day, we say, look, you invoice me for whatever things that you want to sell there. So I'll add up all these costs for you. I say, okay, in order to sell this so that you can get your profit, and I can earn that little service charge. This is the selling price. You are comfortable, I'm comfortable. Of course, the consumer must be comfortable. Because if your price is no good, no business for you, no business for me, no fun. So we don't want to do that, right? We want to strike a balance so that all parties are happy. This is how we do. All right? So as our volume grow and grow and grow, then you say, hey, look, I got to sell cheap in order to make more money, in order to do high turnover. We talk again. We say, okay, we'll reduce our charges. You reduce your price to get more. Because basically e-commerce is a volume game. Initially, you burn money. To attract people, you give discount, you give whatever things to attract people's attention. But long term, once they get used to it, they have the confidence in buying things from you, that's when you start making money. Hidden profit, don't let them know. Right? I mean, these are all the technique you all should know. So we will guide you as far as in Indonesia is concerned. All the rules and regulations, we are very familiar. I'm a Malaysian, I'm not Indonesian, but I have a very good partners over there. He knows how to handle all the custom issue, he knows how to take care of the local issue, and he can do all the last mile delivery for us. Now why am I telling you so confidently about the taxation part? I was a tax consultant. I worked for the government for 8 years in Malaysia. And I started my consultancy office since 1981 till now. I still have my office. Actually, logistics is my side income. But now become main jobs. Okay, so it was by luck that I came into this business, and I know taxation well, so I just happen to know all these things. That's why when we get into all this withholding tax issue, I will drill in very deeply to understand what is it all about, and then I put it in a very simple way, make it very easy for everybody. So you can confidently trust me that you go through me, no issue. Alright? So this is about taxation. Now you go B2B onboarding, how do you do? When you sign up, option 1, you have the store in store. Option 2, you have the brand store. I'm sure some of you already know what is brand store, what is store in store. Okay, store in store basically is when you are selling one single product, you are not so concerned about your branding. People buy your things because it's nice, it's good, it's cheap. Branding not so important, right? So we will open the store, we register. You put your thing in my store. I sell to you. This is store in store. Yeah? If it is a brand store, brand store means if you want to sell something, you have a series of products, you want to promote your brand. Then you open a brand store. Open your own store in Bilibili, and then from there, you put everything inside there and sell under this particular brand. This is brand store. So, but you need more information to be given so that they can register you, and then you have to pay a fee. They will approve your store. Then finally, you manage yourself. You manage the store yourself. But of course, the management of the store is not so difficult. When you have the software working together with you, you can do it remotely over here. If you don't understand, go and ask that gentleman. Mr. Well, he will teach you how to do seller. Simple as that. And you want to manage your store, manage your inventory, use EWMS. If you don't know, come and learn from us. We teach you. This is what we do. Yeah? Okay, this is some of the examples, typical example of their websites. You can take a look. Very easy. You just go Bilibili, you can see all the website. And then this is just a flow chart. Okay, if you're interested, store in store, you start first. Go through LWE e-tailer store. Second one, brand store. This one you come later. Then we will manage for you. Here, under the brand store, you manage together. All right. So then we do the product upload for you and things like that. So it's very easy. Split of a second, your shipment can be out. Now I want to remind you that by working together with us, e-tailer gateway, and together with seller, not just Indonesia, you can sell to Singapore, you can sell to Thailand, you can sell to China, you can sell to Taiwan, you can sell everywhere. And you just need to give us the catalog. And if you're not sure how to put your product description in the local language, like traditional Chinese, simplified Chinese, we do for you. Okay? We can do all the translation for you. You want to go to Thailand? We have our local Thailand people do the translation for you. All right? This is where our services are being provided. Now, what are the challenges in terms of cross-border logistics? Now, this is my my area, my expertise are here. Okay, more importantly is when you do a cross-border delivery, point to point, an end-to-end solution, the first thing you worry about is custom. Everybody is very afraid of custom. You're scared that their things get confiscated. No. Go through LWE, no such things. We are very friendly bunch. We make sure that whatever you send, we check through properly. We are very strict. Because we got to be very sure that your thing does not subject to custom inspection. But of course, we cannot assure you it does not subject to duty. Yeah? That one I cannot assure. That one nobody can assure. But we can assure you that whatever things that you can go through us is safe to go. All right? So this is where we spend years of experience to study all this, and we would like to share with you. We would like to provide our experiences with you. We advise you. We are actually acting not just a logistic player, but we are also an advisor. We provide consultancy to you before you start doing it. We'll teach you. Yeah? We spend a lot of time holding seminars like this, talk, come to my office, one-to-one coaching. We do all these things to make you happy, make you comfortable before you start selling. Now, custom regulation, not only we talk about duty, we also talk about what you can send. If you are sending something which is prohibited in that country, then you cannot send. You will be confiscated. Yeah? And in Thailand, you can't send any sex toys. In Malaysia, you can't do that. In Indonesia, you can't do that. But in America, in Hong Kong, people don't bother. Right? So different country, different culture. And Malaysia, you cannot sell any books which talk about politics, communism. Yeah? All these are prohibited. So we got to be careful. So whenever you send anything, we do the filtering. And of course, we also at times randomly check your things. Because sometimes people are too smart. They say something, but they put something else inside the box. We don't know. And they try to fish through. So this is very dangerous. Because we can lose our license. And that's our rights for. So therefore, we do randomly check. And we also will scan through your products. We'll go through the X-ray machine to make sure that it's nothing inside. So anything to do with liquid, anything to do with battery embedded products, we took that out. But it doesn't mean that you cannot sell. You still can sell, but we have to adopt certain procedure in order to go through. Because any battery embedded, like power bank, is 100% prohibited. But power bank under 20 megahertz, you can go. But you cannot mix with other things. You have to pack it properly.
How about glue?
Sorry?
How about glue? PDA glue.
Glue.
Yeah.
Glue.
What kind of glue?
Liquid glue.
Cannot. So you have to pack separately. Now all these kind of things are called dangerous goods.
So they can
Because it can be inflammable. Yeah?
Can they
So,
make like DG, Mr.? They
sorry?
can make a DG goods, right?
DG, you do a DG. So we are custom broker, yeah? We have all this knowledge to tell you how to pack, to teach you how to do. Anything to do with oil, battery, water, all this cannot go up to the plane. Because once you leak, you know the acid can go through the plane, no? Don't play. Huh?
Engine oil is not under the engine.
But you have to pack properly. Leakage. Once there is a leakage, you know when you go up to the plane go up to the very high altitudes and pressure, things will break, you know. So we have many experience like this, where the oil spilled over other products. So you have to specially pack. Yeah, please.
Liquid detergent.
Same. Anything to do with liquid, you have to specially pack. Yeah. We will tell you the method. Okay? But that's why I say whatever you sell, I must know first. We have trained people to know how to handle this.
Can it by sea?
Yes, can.
Not by air.
Can.
By sea,
Can.
everyone can go.
Can. Sea also have to separately pack. Same. We also provide sea. We do sea, road, and air. Okay? So you do e-commerce, you must provide all these kind of services, and in order to save costs. Because once you grow to a bigger size, you want to reduce your logistic cost, and then your turnover becomes faster, you have a better delivery services, you don't sell by air, because it's very costly. Sea freight is probably sometimes even 50 times cheaper than you send by air, but it takes a longer time. Then what do? You take a longer time means you have to prepare your stocks and keep into the warehouse in the destination country. Say for Indonesia, you send over, maybe it take you 3 days, but 3 days you go to custom. So Indonesia sea freight custom will take you 1 week to clear, queuing up. All right? Philippines the same. Malaysia, best. Same day I can clear. You know? So we have to see how to go about doing it. Now you go Singapore, no problem. 5 hours, I truck it down to Singapore. You go Thailand, 24 hours, reach Bangkok, no issue, by truck. Indonesia, sorry lah, there's no land. Wait until China build the bridge. Yeah? So I think we have to see, we have to find a suitable logistic solution to suit, different country. Okay, next come to cross-border logistics and warehousing. Just now I explained already. Now what do you mean by B2C? B2C means from business to consumer. So you send from you to the consumer, you call B2C. But very often we also come across C2C. C2C means personally I want to send something to you, we are not doing business, but you still need logistics, we call C2C. Yeah? Then we have B2B. B2B, it becomes a trading activity. Meaning to say, I sell to somebody for trading purposes. This is B2B. So when you do B2B, you have to comply with certain additional requirement. What does it mean? Now B2C has got certain exemption. You can be quite easy now. Later on I'll talk to you about, explain to you about the tax modeling, then you understand more about that. Now when you do B2B, for instance, you want to send in bulk. Surely you send in bulk, you cannot send 1 piece, 2 pieces. You send probably 1 carton, 2 carton, 3 carton, maybe 1,000 pieces, right? So, what do you send? We have to see whether you have permits or not. Detergent permit, don't need that. Detergent, okay. But if you are sending cosmetic, I need your health certificate. Now what happens? What are you going to do? You say, I don't know how to do. Then, look for us. We do for you. This is how we do. We provide a one-stop agency for all these B2B, B2C, B2B2C services. We do everything for you. Under the sun. I make sure that you go through. Alright? Now what is B2B2C? Now when your volume goes up, and you say, okay, I want to go by economy of scale. I want to sell, my turnover for this particular product is very hot selling. Like selling chili, like that. Wow. Carol likes chili.
No, I don't.
So you sell chili, people like chili and it's cheap, it's nice. Wow. Every dinner without chili, tak boleh makan. Alright? So you sell chili, so you're going to send in bulk. And the consumer, when they place order on your website through your mobile phone, they expect you to deliver tomorrow to their doorstep. But if you were to fly over there, it takes you minimum 4 days to get it delivered. Too slow. Yeah? So what do? You ship to Indonesia and put into a warehouse. No warehouse? Don't worry, I have. Put into my warehouse. Alright? Then we will do the pick and pack and do the delivery for you. And then you can do overnight. Okay, this is what we call the B2B2C. But when you send the first leg B2B, you need what? You need a lot of permits because chili is food. Anything that you consume, which is a food item or health item, health supplement, vitamins or even medicine cannot, very difficult. It takes a long time to get your permit approved. So if it is a health supplement, maybe a bit easier, 2 months, 3 months, you can get your permits, yeah? But there's a fee to be paid, not free, that one you have to pay a fee. So we can do it for you, all right? Now we have experts in all the ASEAN countries that handle all this thing from head to tail for you. This is our one of the services included under e-tailer. All right, then now I also have mentioned that ASEAN, there are 10 different countries, 10 different cultures, 10 different languages, 10 different habits. Some people don't like this, some people don't like that. So you have to study this. This is where we come in again and tell you, hey, my partners in Indonesia say this thing better don't sell. Then you don't sell. Alright? Don't waste your time.